Hello and welcome to Indus News. My name is Hamza Amjad, coming to you from our studios in Lahore. These are the top stories of this hour. Pakistan has said that an enduring peace after its victory against terrorism depends on a negotiated settlement in Afghanistan. In an interview, military spokesman Major General Asif Ghafoor said that no country desires peace in Afghanistan more than Pakistan. He said Pakistan's only interest was that its neighbor should be ruled by an Afghan-led, Afghan-owned government, which is all-inclusive. Ghafoor said that India has always spoken of war, while Pakistan always talked about peace. He said that India has always looked for ways to escape from talking to Pakistan. Earlier, Pakistani forces shot down the second Indian spy drone in 2 days for violating the line of control. Meanwhile, 4 Kashmiri youths have been martyred and at least a dozen injured in clashes with Indian occupation forces. The civilians came under fire after confronting Indian forces during an operation against freedom fighters in southern Pulwama district. Indian occupation forces responded by firing pellets and tear gas at the Kashmiri protesters. Moving on, US President Donald Trump has mocked India and Prime Minister Narendra Modi for funding a library in Afghanistan. Speaking at a cabinet meeting, Trump cited India as an example of countries who make small contributions to US wars just to please the president. Trump said that Modi constantly tells him India has built a library in Afghanistan. He said that India's funding of the library was equivalent to 5 hours of US spending on Afghanistan. Next up, US President Donald Trump has said he wants to have a great relationship with Pakistan. Speaking in Washington, Trump said he would soon meet with Pakistan's recently elected government. Rather than US forces, Trump said that Pakistan, India and Russia should be fighting terrorism in Afghanistan. In another development, India has deported a group of Rohini Muslim refugees to Myanmar, despite fierce fighting in their native Rakhine state. A Rohini family of 5 was taken to the Myanmar border after spending 4 years in prison for entering India without valid documents. They were the second group of Rohini refugees to be deported by India's Hindu nationalist government. And Israel will worsen conditions for thousands of Palestinians languishing in its jails. Israel's public security minister Gilad Erdan said water supplies for Palestinian detainees would be slashed. Israel will also cut the number of family visits allowed to detainees. The Commission for Detainees says that Israeli occupation forces arrested about 6,500 Palestinians last year. That was all for the moment. Thank you for watching Indus News. Stay with us.